Hello everyone, how y'all doing? Okay, so um I'm supposed to start at 9 o'clock, but that computer, the network, I don't know. Okay, so all I know is I am good at reading and creating kids content, you can say. But today, for some reason, it's been crazy. So today, I am going to read. Well, I went to the library this week, and I got a bunch of new books, and I'm excited to read it to you guys. I'm still a little sick, but I'm getting better. So today, look what I got. I don't know if y'all have heard or read of this book, but this is was kind of a very, very, very um, famous book, we can say. And let's go over some of the book parts of the book. So this is the front cover. We know this is the spine and the back cover of the book. Now this one is just one book of so many. So they're like, based on what I see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different type of books. Y'all can see right there. But I think there are more than this ones. But the one that we're going to read today is Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. Look at that. Now, honestly, have you ever seen a bird driving a bus? I don't think that will be safe. I don't think I will even get in that bus. I mean, no, definitely not. Okay. But let's see what happened. This one, it's a fiction book. So y'all know what a fiction is, right? Fiction is like a story. It's not real. Okay. So because we have never seen a pigeon drive a bus. So the story is not real. But let's see what they said. It looks like it's very interesting. So first of all, look at the pictures. So when you have to see the pictures, they look pretty cool. They're like very simple, but they are awesome pictures. Hi, I am the bus driver. Listen, I had got to leave for a little while. So can you watch things for me until I get back? Thanks. Oh, and remember, don't let the pigeon drive the bus. That's the driver right there. We don't know what the driver is going to do, but he has to go and do something important. One more thing that I want to say is that it says that the words and picture are by Mo Williams. So the pictures and the words were created by Mo Williams. So he's like the creator. Is he the writer? I don't know, but the words, it says the word and pictures were by Mo Williams. So that is the name of the person that wrote the book. Oh, yes, he is the writer. I apologize for that. Yes, he is the writer. Okay, here we see the driver walking away. Okay, you can see the bus up there at the end. So I wonder who this pigeon is. And this book is made for somebody named Cher or Chair. It looks like he or she is a very special person. Hold on. I think I need some water. Yeah, wait a second. Okay, let's continue. I thought he never leave. Guess who said that? The pigeon. He said that. So that pigeon is very sneaky. So I guess he was looking and waiting to see if that bus driver will leave the bus. Now, remember what the bus driver said. Do not let the pigeon drive the bus. Okay? Let's check it out. Hey, can I drive the bus? No, the driver said no. So no, definitely he cannot drive the bus. Right? Please, I will be careful. What should we say? No, because the driver said no. So definitely not. Right? And we don't want to get in trouble with the driver. I tell you what, I would just steer. My cousin Herb drives a bus almost every day. Whoa, whoa, the cousin? So you think that there's another pigeon driving the bus? He said it's his cousin, so mm, maybe. I don't know. Let's check it out. But yeah, here it is. Look at those pictures. Maybe one day I'm gonna show you how to draw that picture, okay? I'm not a good artist, but I think I can draw this pigeon. True story. Do you think that pigeon is lying? It looks sneaky, okay? Look, look at the eyes. He looks sneaky. It means like he's hiding something. So I don't know. And then look at this one. It's a true story. Look at the way that pigeon looks. I don't think that's real. Room, 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 room. Pigeon at the wheel. No, he cannot drive that bus. Remember what the Mr. Driver said? Do not let the pigeon drive the bus. Let's check it out. No, you cannot drive that bus. I never get to do anything. He can fly, but he cannot drive that bus. We won't be safe, right? I don't think we will be safe if we let that pigeon drive the bus. Have you ever been in a bus? Yeah, I have been there multiple times. Thank you, Alan. Yes, it's very sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Hey, I got an idea. Let's play Drive the Bus. What do you think he's trying to do? He's trying to be sneaky. He know he cannot drive the bus. I will go first. It's like he's trying to go and drive that bus, but we know he's not supposed to. Come on, just once. I run the block. No. The driver said, do not let the pigeon drive the bus. I bet you he was being sneaky. I like that word, sneaky. I'll be your best friend. Well, a best friend wouldn't pressure you like that, okay? How about I give you money? Ooh, money. I think I would like money, but that's not right, okay? That's not right. No fair. You think that's fair? No, that's what he's saying. Just give me a sec. Right here. Right here. Okay? And then he says, I bet your mother will let me. Do you think your mom will let the pigeon drive the bus? No, because it's not safe. Okay. What's the big deal? Yes, what's the big deal? The big deal is that it's not safe, Mr. Pigeon. I have dreams, you know. Oh, he say he has dreams. Now, if somebody say, I have a dream, you know, your dreams is like something you want to pursue in life. to be anything. Like when you grow up, you want to be a lawyer, you can be a lawyer. That's a dream, and you can make that dream come true. You want to be an artist, you can be that too. Okay. Now let's see what this Mr. Pigeon continues saying. It's just a bus. Fine. Now he's getting mad. He's getting mad. Why are you getting mad? It's not safe. This pigeon. Let me drive the bus. Look at that. He's going crazy. He's going berserker. Berserker means he's going crazy, like the Hulk. Yeah. I think he's going to transform. What do you got there? He's going crazy. Oh, my goodness. He's losing some feathers right there. Look at that. Right here. Now he's mad. He don't want to talk to nobody. Look at that. He don't want to talk to nobody. He lost some feathers right there because he was mad and jumping up and down. Guess what? He's back. I am back. You didn't let the pigeon drive the bus, did you? No, we did not. Great. Thanks a lot. Uh-oh. I think the bus driver is so happy because his bus is safe. The pigeon didn't do nothing to the bus, but look how the pigeon looks. It looks like he got caught trying to do something not right. Bye. See, he's going away. He's driving away. But the pigeon is so sad. He's so sad. Look at that. Poor little pigeon. But the pigeon needs to understand it is for his own safety. Then guess who returns for the pigeon? Hey! Do you think the bus driver is going to let the pigeon drive the bus? Oh my gosh! Look at that. Who's driving the bus? Oh my goodness. The bus driver let the pigeon drive the bus. Unbelievable. Look at this one. You see that? Oh my goodness. We went all that way to not let the pigeon drive the bus. And then the driver came back and let the pigeon drive the bus. That's not fair. But guess what? I think it's because the driver has experience. And so he can teach the pigeon. Now remember, that's just fiction. I think. Okay. Next. Remember every day. Oh, not every day, but every Saturday we talk about oops. I don't know what that is. We talk about one superhero. Now we want to talk about, yes, I got my encyclopedia here. Marble Encyclopedia. I was reading this encyclopedia about 2 days ago, I think, and last night as well. And I noticed there's some things missing in there. So, Marble, get your stuff corrected, please, because you're missing a lot of superheroes. Or maybe just me. I have an old encyclopedia, but it's an encyclopedia. Yes, I love Marvel, but I also like DC. Hmm. We should have a discussion as to which one is better, but that's something else we're gonna discuss later. Okay. So we're going to talk about, guess which one? He is, I would say, the good superhero. My favorite? No. But is he a good superhero? Yes, he is. Strong? Yes. Can he be powerful? Definitely yes. But my favorite? Nah. I know when you see it or you know about it, you would say, what? Are you kidding me? How can you not like that one? He's the best superhero. Nah. There's so many other superheroes that can beat this one. Okay. Maybe that's another discussion we can have. We can choose superhero and see who can beat him or who he or she can beat. But for now, we are going to talk about the amazing Spider-Man. Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man. Let's see what Marvel Encyclopedia has to say about the amazing Spider-Man. I'm going to read a little bit about his story, okay? It says, you know, the amazing Spider-Man is your friendly neighborhood weblinger, okay? So it says, Peter Parker, that's his real name, okay? The Spider-Man, his real name is Peter Parker. Parents died in a plane crash while he was still a child. When they say goodbye at the airport, his parents told him to be a good boy for his Aunt Maid and Aunt Ben Parker, who later raised him as their own son. Peter always thought of his uncle Ben as his best friend. Not only did Peter Parker spend, I mean, not Peter, Ben Parker, spend quality time with the boy, he had a great sense of humor and spent many hours telling jokes and pulling gags on Peter. Pulling gags is like tricking, it's like playing jokes. Who developed a real appreciation for quick and pranks. Peter studied hard in school and became an honor student. Although his teacher praised him, the other students had little use for no for well, literally. Hold on. Other students had a little use for a know it all little puny Parker. It's not a puny Parker. The girls thought he's too quiet, and the boys consider him a wimp. Um, but we know he's not a wimp. It's a superhero. Maybe he's just pretending. Now, how did all this begin? Right? He's just a regular young man going to school, doing his homework, getting good grades, and all of that stuff. So how did he become a Spider-Man? Let's check it out. It says, on the day his life changed forever, meaning he's no longer just Peter Parker, he becomes a superhero. Peter went to a science exhibition by himself where he was bitten by a common house spider that has been exposed to a massive dose of radiation. Within a few hours, Peter discovered that he could stick to walls and gain other amazing arachne abilities. Arachne means like other types of spiders. Oh, spiders. Hold on, the last word was we were like at spiders, right? We are explaining the spiders. Oh, here it is. Anxious to cash in on his new powers, he designed a distinctive costume that concealed his identity. Conceal means like my mask. It's concealing my identity. Why am I concealing my identity? I'm not going to talk to you about that. But there'll be a chance maybe later in the future where I can talk about why am I concealing my identity. But not today. Um, Build a pair of web shooters and went into a show business using the Amazing Spider-Man as a stage name. Like my name, stage name is Spooky, right? But my real name is not Spooky. No, I'm not gonna tell you my real name. But I think I like my stage name, which is Spooky. So for him, his stage name was the Amazing Spider-Man. So he don't want people knowing that he was Peter Parker. Okay. One night after performing, he was walking towards an elevator when a security guard asked him to stop a fleeing man. However, Peter, ooh, consequences. Peter did nothing, and the burglar escaped. A few days later, the same thief murders Peter Uncle Ben. He killed him. So the man he was supposed to stop, and he chose not to stop it, is the one that killed his uncle. Let's see what happened. My goodness, that is so sad. Peter, wow, he said he was filled with remorse. Peter vowed that who would never allow another innocent person to suffer because a Spider-Man had failed to act. He had learned in the hardest possible way to use his great powers in a responsible manner. That means, have y'all remember? Oh no, I don't know. Have y'all heard that phrase that says, with great power comes great responsibility? Yes, he had great power. But at that moment, he chose not to. It was choice. Now, that's going to be the end of that story. Let's leave it with choices. They do have consequences. So, let's say your mom asks Billy or Alan, who isn't right here with us, go take the trash out. And you refuse to say, no, I don't want to do that. There are different consequences that you might get. Now, those consequences might be, your phone is taken away because you disobey. Um, Maybe you can watch TV. Consequences that parents give us because we don't do something that we are supposed to be. It is our responsibility. In this case, Peter, uh, consequence was a very, very traumatic one, bad one, because his uncle died. That would be so hurtful. Okay, y'all. That was another day here at Read Boogie Read. Now, next week, I am going to be reading a new book. I can't tell you which one it is. Now, if you already checked the first video of Love You Forever, don't forget to look for the second video, which should be already released. If not, just wait for a few minutes. Okay? So, peace out. Love y'all. Bye-bye.